What's up, everybody? My name is Nick.
I'm Mike.
We are the brothers Murph, and welcome to the Game House.
Nightmare Edition. Today on the Game House, we are going to be going into the depths of the Nightmare's Cathedral, from which we'll never return.
Terrifying it is. Ooh.
I know. So this game features art by Zdzisław Beksiński.
Yes.
Which is all like existentially just kind of horror.
It kind of makes you feel uncomfortable, kind of, you know?
And this
But
game,
very cool art, ultimately.
This game uses Beksiński's art as a jumping off point to create this
kind
game.
of a world, in a weird way,
Yeah, where you're doing all sorts of nightmarish things and actually commanding the nightmares that are based directly on Beksiński's, art.
Yes, it's really, really cool. So let's get this terrifying game down the table for an overview. But before we do that, if you like what we do, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're here. Put a comment down below. It's the best way to help out your favorite YouTube channels is to engage with the content that way. So please do that. But let's get this game down the table and go for a terrifying overview.
In Nightmare Cathedral, players will be vying for areas of the board, building a loyal following as the cathedral is built, which will bring about the nightmares who players hope to command. On a turn, the active player will move their dreamer to a day space to take the associated action. Players can summon followers and shadows to the board, they can spend followers to build forts and strengthen their position on the board, or to move up the ritual track, or they can maneuver around the board and engage in conflicts. When a conflict happens, players can engage with each other or the neutral shadows. When engaging in conflicts, players may use their cards for their conflict effects, which will add damage and or shields. Damage will eliminate opposing followers or shadows unless a shield negates it. Once players remove any units from the conflict, players see who has control of the area and the loser must retreat. When opposing shadows, winning or losing a conflict will come with a consequence, either good or bad. Finally, players can use their development cards using the develop action. These are either one-time use cards allowing the player to do many of the other action types, or a player can upgrade their basic actions, allowing them to do even more on a turn. On a turn, players are attempting to complete dream cards which have specific requirements, and these will earn players endgame points. All other players have an opportunity to consent or dissent from an action, giving them a chance to act. Every turn, the cathedral in the center of the board will add a piece, and once it is completed, the two nightmares arrive. They have the ability to be commanded and will greatly change the state of the game. Followers can now be devoured, helping to bring about the end of the game. Nightmares belong to no player, so anyone can command them when given a chance. Once enough followers have been devoured, the game ends and players score points for certain card upgrades, completed dream cards, and they will potentially earn points if they devoured enough of their own followers. The player with the most points wins.
We leave the mortal plane and enter the realm of nightmare.
We're in the void.
We're in the void of nightmare.
Hi, welcome to the
Billy
void. How you
Nightmare.
doing?
Hey, what's up? Happy to have
We got
you here.
good chicken poppers.
We're gonna
here,
be
you know?
devouring your followers today, okay? My name's Jim. I'm a nightmare. All right. Okay. We're playing Nightmare Cathedral, man.
It's got a good French dip to go with those brains, you know?
Oh, it's good stuff. You gotta get in that juice. Oh,
That
nice.
juice, roast beef à juice.
We're here to get followers out, recruit people, to ultimately build a Nightmare Cathedral and open up the plane for nightmares to enter and devour our followers.
That is
to
true.
ultimate victory.
That is true. And these nightmares that we
Committing
chose for this
dreams
one are gonna be devoured.
Exactly. The nightmares we've chosen, which you're gonna see enter in the second half of the play,
Yes.
are very eat people happy.
That's the cool thing about the devourers, and we'll also say everything with here, we actually had to print these ones out, because everything here is a prototype, because this is a prototype, right?
Just note that.
Looks great, but nonetheless, certain things can change. The nightmares actually just changed, but you can kind of choose the two nightmares in the game that kind of depend on what kind of game you want to play. There's ones that are like, hey, if you want a super conflict heavy game, choose these nightmares, and they kind of give you suggestions, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're going for one where we get to eat a bunch of people because obviously that sounds good.
I'm hungry.
All right, because
We need to get lunch after this, because I'm hungry.
Yeah, we're gonna do basically everyone here out here get 5 follower foot long. You know?
5 followers long.
Chomp 'em
Many,
down.
many.
So this is Nightmare Cathedral featuring the art of Beksiński.
Yes.
Who did all
Very
this kind of
cool.
like existential, like just like
Makes
art
you
that-
kind of uncomfortable.
It makes
yeah.
you kind of feel like dread. Like
Yes.
it is aimed to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
And there's a lot of stuff like featuring like this architecture. Obviously, the cathedral that we're building itself is just like, what if like the Notre Dame Cathedral type thing just looked wrong?
Yeah.
You know, and you're just like, ugh. So that's what we're doing here. This is an area control game. Ultimately, we're gonna be controlling these different kind of like in the world of dreams and nightmares.
Yeah,
and
kind of
stuff.
realms,
Everything's
dream
sort of
realms,
in this.
yeah.
We're not in reality at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna be doing that and trying to do conflicts and fights and stuff, and it's gonna be awesome. Are you ready, man?
I am.
All right, well, I'm first player right here, and I am gonna move my Dreamer to this space over here and do a develop action.
Yep.
Which is, I just have the standard version of develop for now, but that's gonna change in a moment here because I can play up to 2 cards of my development cards here, some of which are upgrades, some of which are ploys, which are kind of like one-time effects. It'll tell you right on that card what it does for you, and you just carry it out. So the first thing I'm gonna do, Nick, is I'm going to upgrade my development action. Boom, so in the future, when I do this, I basically have a better, when you can follow, you can conform or dissent in this game. And now that action for me is going to be stronger in the future.
Cool, sweet.
So I played 1 card. You can only play 1 upgrade. The other one has to be a non-upgrade card.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to play this ploy card right here. This says move up to 2 units from an adjacent area to your shaper's area, and that's my winged beast right here.
They shape because they fly and carve.
You know, like I just was working this on
I'm
the
just
lathe.
shaping.
Enjoy.
They do ice sculptures.
Oh man, I wish.
But all demons.
That'd be sweet. Yeah, you know how they are. They have a style. So these people are going to get sucked over here to where the shaper is, and then I'm going to perform a conversion, which basically turns one of these shadows into one of my followers. I've made them one of my own. And then I can resolve, or rather must resolve, 1 conflict. So any area that has more than 1 player, essentially, that can be Nick or I or Shadows, just have the 2 different factions, we'll say. Yeah. You can resolve a conflict. So I'm gonna resolve 1 here. So I'm gonna fight against the Shadows, which we're gonna draw one of those conflict cards. And I have to play at least 1 card, but I can play 1 per every unit I have, plus 1 if you have a fort in that area. So I could play up to 4. I only have 2 cards, folks. Sure. But I'm gonna play a card. Yeah, I'm gonna play a card.
Well, you have to play a card.
Yes, I'm gonna play just 1, I meant. Boom. Oh, no.
Hilarious.
So I dealt 1 attack, Nick dealt, or the Shadow rather, dealt 1 attack and 1 defense, so the defense protects against this 1
And there's
attack.
only 1 shadow unit in there, so we're looking at the
Correct.
top one as opposed to 2 or 3.
Exactly. So in this case, and this is gone, I'm going to not do any damage to them. They will take out 1 of my people, which goes to limbo. And then we try to see who essentially is now in control of this area. So the main thing that you can determine control, if someone has their fort there, they have control for sure. So this person's actually going to get booted out. They're going to have to retreat to an empty space or a space with 1 of their people, and I have won the combat.
Indeed, so each of these cards, if you're fighting the shadow, have a victory or defeat, which you have to do depending on if you win or lose. So you may spend 1 follower from the conflict area to build 1 fort level there. So you can increase the level of your fort by spending a follower.
Let's do it. Let's increase the...
And it has to be from that conflict area
although
there.
my fortress can never go away. So this is our little starting area. So you know what? I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to save my... Because your followers in every way are your currency.
Yeah, they're your stone and brick.
Yeah, you know, they're the mortar and stuff. And so I could build up my fort, which would be useful, but your fortress here, where you start the game, can never be destroyed.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to leave it. I'm actually going to leave it right there.
Okay. All right, so you're done then, right? Okay, so now I can either do a conform or dissent action.
Exactly.
Now,
So based
if you are
on develop.
Yeah, if you're in a night area that's adjacent to where your opponent is doing that action, you can do a conform or dissent. If I was like over here, I can only do dissent, but I'm next to him. So for, what'd you just do, develop?
Develop.
So I can play a card that's not an upgrade. I'm trying to decide which one I want to play because there's actually 2 that I really want to play here.
Yeah, you could also choose to dissent, or you could choose to do nothing if ever you're like, it's not useful for me.
Yeah, I am going to...
I also need to draw 1 card, Nick, for the end of my turn, but go right ahead.
That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and use this card right here so I can perform up to 2 conversions in a single area adjacent to my shaper. My shaper is here. This spot is adjacent. So conversion is taking any units that are there, whether a shadow or an opponent's, and replacing them with your own. So I'm going to go boop, boop, bam.
Whoa.
And then I now control this, and then I resolve 1 conflict, although I don't believe there's any conflicts I can resolve.
Yeah.
Because there's no two different types of
We're all
units in this
spaced
spot.
out at the beginning here, yeah.
So I won't get to do that part, but I would have to resolve a conflict if there was one to resolve, but there's not. So, boop.
Okay.
And then cool.
Sweet. I managed to achieve a dream of mine that I've always had. And these are going to be one of the main ways we get points. This is going to score me 2 points, for example, there at the bottom. This is an upgrade and battle dream. So play at least 1 upgrade, which I did, and start a battle both in a single turn. I did both of those
Boom,
things.
nice.
1 with the upgrade, 1 with the ploy card. So that will just go off to the side here and score me 2 points into the game.
Nice, nice. Okie dokie. So now Mikey will have to go following these arrows to the night area next to him.
Indeed. That's
And
going
they'll
to...
go boop, And my turn, and we have to build.
And we add on to the cathedral, so we can each add a follower to the board in an area we control. Control is, of course, determined by if you have a fort there or if you're in a space with units. If you have the most units, you have control.
Oh, I went to go here. Sorry.
Sweet.
I was gonna do one. I was gonna do one of these, and it didn't work out.
Wow, I added one right here, but I did not hurl my
That's
follower.
true.
You have to take care of your follower.
That's true. I did.
Just tenderizing them for the feast later.
Just like. Okay, so now.
Is that paprika? You splashing me with cumin? What's going on? Don't worry about it.
So now it's been my dream. Now you cannot go to a spot adjacent to the night area, and so I do have to go to one of these three.
Correct.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go here. We're gonna fortify, so I can spend 1 or 3 of my followers to build 1 or 2 fort levels in my areas I control. I'm gonna go 1 here. Bam. I'm gonna go 1 here. Bam.
So I think you can do, you have to
Can I
spend
do it
3
once?
followers to do 2.
It says 1 to 2 fort levels.
1 or 2 fort levels.
Oh.
If you do 1 follower, you can build 1. If you do 3, you can build 2. So you just need to spend 1 more follower.
I'll do this one then. Well, I'll do one from here then.
Yeah, there you go.
And then I'll do that. Good, perfect.
Same deal.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Mikey cannot conform because he is not adjacent to the spot. You can only dissent, which is drawing a card, I believe, unless you have a different fortify action than me. Oh, I'm sorry, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
So I can spend 2 of my followers to build a fort level in an area under my control, or I can draw a card. Man, that one's interesting because I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend 2 from here and replace it with a fort because forts are useful.
Very, very useful, yes.
So I think I'll do that. But yeah, I don't have hardly any peoples. But if you do the summon action, your forts will produce people.
Yes.
So you have a bit of a situation, a little setup going on. So it is useful to do that. So I think I'm happy with that.
I'm going to discard a dream card because I don't think I'm going to be able to do that one anytime soon.
Sure.
Oh man, I'm just gonna go across the top. Go off top.
You know what? I never drew at the end of my turn a dream card, so.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, I'm gonna take this one.
Yeah, because you already got that one.
Because I already got one.
Okie dokie.
Wow.
So now I'm gonna go. Whoosh, we're gonna have to build this right here, which is gonna be boom. Yeah. Nope. Wrong way.
Yep.
There we go.
Perfect.
Boom. Okay, and then we each get to move our shaper.
Move our shaper a space. I'll just move my shaper
I'll go
here.
here. Okay. And you're up.
Shape the future, the dream.
The dream.
Okay, so I'm going to move my dreamer over here and do a summon action. I have an upgraded summon action. We each start off with, you have at the beginning of the game at least one of your actions will be upgraded, which is
Mine's
nice.
maneuver, Mikey's summon.
And they could have both been the same or different. You just draw off the top of the deck till you get them. So I got an upgraded summon. And so each area under my control produces a follower. So I have control over these 2 areas. So I'll get a follower in each of those. 1 here, 1 here. And then each marked area, so that's why we have this little this little turn marker going around. Each marked area is going to produce as well. Now that might be for me, that might be for the shadow, that might be for Nick. So anything with a gravestone
So I will say
produce.
right here, I can, and you can have 3 units in there. Your shaper is not included, so that is the max that I can have there.
For now. My gravestone is also where I am, so I get to produce
And we
there
got one
again.
down here.
And that produces a shadow. If it's empty, it's considered under shadow control, and it'll produce a shadow. Any other gravestones? It looks like that was it.
I think 3 is the max on it. Also, this board here is a 2-player side of the board.
Yes.
The other side is for 3 and 4, so just know that as well.
Yeah, fewer spaces, so keeps it a little tighter. Okay, so then I can receive 1 movement point and perform a conversion in my shaper's area, then resolve a conflict. So, movement point wise, let's see. Golly gee whiz. I want to do a conflict, so I'm trying to think of what's going to be useful. I'll move up here.
Okay.
And then my shaper will convert this person to one of my persons.
Yes, lad.
And then I resolve a conflict. So I'll do it up here. And I'll fight that little shadow folk. Now let's see. What do I try to do? Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to play a shield.
Yeah, that's good. He blocked it.
Boo. The active player in a tie chooses the outcome of the conflict. I'll say I won, baby.
He's going to choose? His dream world's crazy. Mikey, climb 1 step on the ritual track or draw a card.
I'm gonna take a card, man.
Okay, interesting.
Cards are so useful.
They are.
All right, and this one's got to retreat back here. You can go home.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so now I can do a conform action if you're done with your summon action.
That's it for
Because
me.
I am adjacent to where we are. So my conform action on this, one of my forts can produce 2. I'm just gonna have this fort right here produce 2.
Nice. All right, that's it for me. I'm gonna boot down there, and we're gonna add on to the cathedral, and we can each bump a gray step. So I'll just do that right
I want
here.
to bump me up there. Yep.
Boom, boom.
Okay. Okay.
Gray step on the ritual track.
The ritual track. Man, roof.
So you either have to go down here to rituals or over to develop, huh?
Yeah, so yeah, these spots have to go here or here. Now, fortress is specifically your fortress there, or all forts fortresses.
When you say one more time?
If something says fortress, that's your
That's
your mech. That's what I thought. Okay, I'm gonna go here to play some cards to develop.
Okay.
So develop, you can play up to 2 cards, and a max that can be 1 upgrade and then draw a card. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sorry, we are here. So that is a tree area. So I'm gonna play this ploy card so I can eliminate a unit in the marked area. Again, the marked area is whatever turn we're on. In this case, it's one of the tree areas. If it was a shadow, climb 1 step on the ritual track. Are there any shadows in trees? I'm gonna get rid of this one, boop, and move up on the ritual. Give me my head one. Yeah, that one, the head one ahead. Yep.
All right.
Boom, so that's 1 card. And then I'll go ahead and play here, spend 2 of my followers to climb 1 gray step on the ritual track and then draw 1 card.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this one and then this one, because I don't have to do it from the same area.
So gray steps, you have to move the tree.
Yeah, so I'll move up to the tree. And then I get to draw a card. And then at the end of my develop action, I also draw a card. So let's go ahead and draw 2 cards right now.
Nice.
Okay, and then Mikey, you have to descend.
I have to descend, so I'll just draw 2 cards. I have an upgraded
Ooh,
version of
that's
this
nice.
action, so I get to draw more and or play more if I'm consenting.
These are different. Ooh. Very cool. Okay, and then I think that's it. I'm gonna go, and we're gonna go, what? And then now, oh my gosh. And then we get to put out a follower somewhere, huh?
Interesting.
Here.
In the cathedral.
And they're playing the organ.
They're dosing, showing people tears and whatnot. I'll go here. All right.
Okay.
Interesting.
And the first half of the game will end once the cathedral is built.
Correct.
So you can see kind of times that it goes pretty quick.
Yeah.
Ooh, no. I'm gonna get rid of this stream card, Mikey, and just draw a new one. Well, actually, let's see.
Sure. Basically, you have to do one of those farther 3 actions.
Yep.
I think, let's see, do I want to fortify, maneuver, or develop? Oh, Nick, you know I'm going to play the stream card. Have 2 upgrades. I've got 2 upgrades. I'm just going to play that because I keep forgetting. Don't forget. I will do... No, it's an anytime card. I just... The asterisk would be for you because I hurt myself.
Why?
Because I could have done that like 2 turns earlier. So I said it's only helping you, if anything.
Well, I mean, those are score at the end of the game.
Throwing
so
down
it makes
an
no difference,
asterisk. It's an anytime card. I played it completely legal. I just played it later than I could have. Because I'm a dope. All right, I'm going to go over here and develop. Play some development cards. Let's see. I'm going to do this. I'm going to play this ploy card. One of my forts produces equal to its level, so I only have level 1 forts, but I'll produce a follower there. And then I'm going to do this, produce 2 shadows in an area under any player's control. I'm going to bring them here and then resolve a conflict. I'm going to fight them right there.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
What you think I'm gonna do?
What you think I'm going to do?
I'm gonna save the darn day, girl.
Interesting. Let's go for it. I'm going to play 2 cards.
Okay.
I'm going to play 3 attacks.
It's gonna be 1 shield and 2 attacks back.
All right, so they will negate 1 of the attacks. I will take out the other 2, and they're going to do 2 attacks. They're going to take out my 2 people.
It's good. And any one more that would start hitting your fort, right?
Yes.
So yeah. So you can start hitting people's forts once all the enemy units are out of the way. So that's pretty close.
But I do still maintain
You do.
control of this, so I win.
You can play one upgrade card or draw a card.
I will draw a card.
Okay. So now I could conform or dissent. I think I'm going to dissent, which is drawing a card. Conform means I could play a card. I just don't, there's not really a, Oh, never mind. I'm going to play a card. I am going to move up to 3 of my followers from a single area to any marked area. We are in the gravestone area. I think I'm going to go and then resolve one conflict.
Okay. So I can play a card.
I can play 2 cards.
Oh, man.
And now you're in control, right? So I get to see how many you're putting out. I guess it doesn't really matter in this case, but you can. Whoever is in control can technically
I play
wait.
second, yeah.
Now you only ever play one card.
You know I'm going to play. I have to play
But technically,
one.
because Mike is in control, I would then have to show how many cards I'm playing, and then Mike can then decide how many cards he wants to play.
I can change what I'm going to do.
In this case, it's not going to be
doing this card. 100%. All right, I got 1 shield.
I got 2 hits and a shield.
All right, so the 1 shield takes care of 1, but unfortunately I do lose the fort level.
This is cool because this is a different maneuver upgrade. It's different than this one.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Which is cool. So even though there's multiple maneuver upgrades, they're not all the same. Like this one has 6 movement points, which is a ton. But there's not all the other cool stuff that goes along with this one. But I was like, ooh, you can really move. Okay, so this basic combat always comes back to my hand, though.
Interesting. Dang.
I was like, ooh, I can play this card right now and maybe go take out that fort.
Yeah, that was well done.
Get red of heart by.
Well played,
Okay, and then you go, and then.
All right, we can move our shaper. I'll move my shaper up here.
Ooh, just to an adjacent area.
Yeah. Don't love. Can you just? We don't do that here. It's not what we do.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I'll play this one. Win a battle against any opponent, which is.
Oh, I meant to draw a dream card at the end of my turn.
That is fair. Okay,
that.
let's put that over here.
Okay.
Okie dokie. And then, so now I can. I'm going to go here, and we're going to fortify.
All right.
I'm going to spend 1 follower to put out a fort here. And then I could spend 2 more followers to put out. I'm starting to get a little low on followers, so I think I'm not going to do that. Okay. And then that's pretty much it. Although at the end of my turn here, I am going to play this. At the end of any player's turn, have at least 4 forts of any level. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be another one of them dream cards there.
It said 1, 2, 3, fort.
Fort. Boom.
So
Nice. At the end of my turn, I'll draw 2 cards. But Mikey, you can dissent.
I can dissent, so I can spend 2 followers to build a fort level in an area under my control or draw a card. I could build a fort here, I suppose. But I think I'm going to draw a card because I'm just a little bit understaffed at the moment.
Okay. Alrighty. And I'm going to go shootish.
Okay.
And then.
That goes
And then woof.
out to the middle top. We each choose a shadow player to place on the board.
Oh, wowsies. Okay. You can place them anywhere, huh?
Yeah. I'll place this one here. Oh, way. Okay, so I will go over here and I'm going to summon. So, areas under my control. This is under my control, but my unit limit is 3, and I already have 3 there, but I don't have 3 there. So I will place there and there. Then all spots with moons will produce their like type. So if this is a moon, that'll produce a shadow. This is a moon that will produce a shadow.
And then I produce one up here.
And I produce one up there. Okie dokie. Then I can receive a movement point and then perform a conversion in my shaper's area and then perform a conflict. I will move up here and convert you to me. So at least I did get another follower out.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. I suppose the only area I can go is right here. And I'll do a conflict against the shadow.
The shadow.
I'm ready.
Alrighty.
All right.
Hey, double shield.
Oh,
and you shielded.
and a shield.
No one did anything.
Everyone's just out here doing like defensive.
Just doing forms. Just trying to intimidate the other person out
Oh,
there.
God.
Okay, so I'm assuming you want to win?
I would like to win.
Indeed. Produce up to 2 followers in any area that is empty or under your control. That's good. You actually end up getting a lot of people out there despite the fact that you
Love
didn't
this.
do
I'll
that.
go over here with 2 people. I'll have this person retreat back there.
Okay.
I love it, though.
All right, and you're going to go doo-doosh.
Indeed, and you can.
Oh, so
I guess
can-
I was here, so you can.
I can
conform
conform. So I can
if you want.
put out, one of my forts can produce 2. I think I'm going to do, ooh. No, I'm going to go here because then I can get my max of 3, I guess. Okay,
Okay.
now we'll go boo-boosh.
Very nice.
And then this one will come out.
This one comes out. Boom. We can climb up a gray spot on the ritual
I'll move my
track.
lower disc up 1.
Boom, and I will.
Boom.
Down the boom. Ready or not? I will just move this one up to here. Yeah.
Okay. Man, so I can only go to here or here. I can either do a ritual or a card action. I only have 1
In
card.
the night space here, you can almost always conform, but that's
Yes,
the trade-off.
that's the tough spot, right? Oops, sorry.
Yep.
And this is, I'm sorry, now, if I have 1 card left, you know what card it is. It's a basic combat.
That's true.
'Cause it
You'll
always goes out of your
You'll
hand.
always have that.
So I'm not going to go here because it doesn't seem all that useful. So I am going to go here. Oh, but here's the thing, though. I know I would like to summon soon. The problem is if I go here, I
Yeah.
also won't be able to summon next turn.
So do you
if I
do-
go here, I can always just not
can
do the
ignore it and
action
draw 2
to
development
draw 2
cards.
development cards, which is not a horrible idea. But then, do you still need to do the conform or descent of this action?
I do believe so.
Okay. Either way, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go boom. I'm just gonna draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Blam, because I like to have cards. Shoot. And I guess that's it. But you get to descent on your develop, so you can draw a card, I guess.
Well, with my
Oh, you have a
develop, I
better
actually
one,
get to
that's
draw
right.
2, so I will take 2.
Very nice. Okay, so that's my whole turn then. So this is gonna go, and then we're gonna go. Ooh, this is a big deal, Mikey, because now
Oh, you're right.
the front of the cathedral.
Oh, snap. So, this is effectively preparing us for stage 2 of
We're
the
getting
game.
close to the end. This stage,
And
second
so
half
what
of the
we're
game.
going to do is we have these kind of stage 2 dream cards, stage 2 development cards, and stage 2 conflict deck. That's going to give us more stuff that you're going to start to see the words devour and command and things like that, which have to do with the nightmares. So we are preparing the way for the nightmares to enter chat.
So I have to switch out this stuff, and then
So that one just shuffles into the deck. This shuffle, these dreams shuffle in. We'll get a new offer, and stuff's gonna start getting wild. That's all I can say.
it's gonna start getting wild.
Things are gonna start getting back wild.
Yeah. So again, the nightmares and stuff will come out once after the next 2 turns.
Indeed. I'm gonna come over here and do a development. Whoopsie. All right. Oh no. So I can play up to 2 cards. One of them can be an upgrade. I'm going to upgrade my ritual action.
Has your upgrade a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, I'm really trying to. And then I will do this ploy card. Place 3 shadows anywhere, then climb up 1 gray step on the ritual track. So let's get some shadows. Let's get 1 here. Let's do 1 here. 1 here. Mess with you.
Makes sense.
All right, so I did those, and then I can draw a card. And then up to you to conform or dissent.
I think I'm a descent because I could play a card, but I don't want to play the cards that I have. So I'll just go ahead and draw a card.
Love it.
Okay.
Alrighty. So we each are going to put a shadow onto the board. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun, Nightmare Cathedral. Boom.
We'll go here, actually.
Well, so you want the fight.
Maybe.
You were trying to fight.
Okay. All right. Move the marker over. Okay, I am going to summon. So my summon action, Mike has an upgrade summon action. I don't. So each of my forts produces 2. So we're going to go, oh, you know what? They each are only, hold on. Maybe I don't want to do a summon because I realized I am actually pretty darn close to full on all my stuff, which means a summon action is probably not that useful right now.
I forgot. I now have ritual and summon upgraded. I'm going to take that dream.
Nice. Okay, then I'm going to move then. I think I can't maneuver. What this is bad. let's ritual then. Yeah.
Ritualize.
So we're going to ritualize the demons. So I can climb one step, gray or blue, before I start, after I finish spending followers. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it beforehand. So kind of move one up to the blue there.
Sure.
And that's
So
going to
you
give
get
me
3 movement points, or if
three-
we're in the Nightmares route, you could command a nightmare.
Yeah. So I'm going to go, so 3 movement points, huh?
3 movement
Let's
points.
go 1. Ooh.
You could do that. You can move your followers around.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I'm going to go 2.
You're kind of locked in some spots.
Yeah,
You got
because
shadow there, shadow
if there's
there.
any enemies in there, you can't move your people
You can't leave.
out.
You can move
yes,
in. You can come into
but
fight, but you can't leave the fight.
2, let's go ahead. I'm going to go 3, because you can't take this area from me
No, it's
anyway. So there's
effectively
kind of no need. You can't even have control of it because there's a fort there.
It's probably a finer point of strategy is that like get people out of here
Yeah,
and
because
like
there's
continue
nothing
to
you can
produce
do.
into
Yeah.
fortress, you know?
So I'll move them into there. Okay, so that's a 3. So now I can spend followers and units in limbo to climb steps. So whatever things are on top of here, what kind of units or what kind of areas, whether it's a tree, a moon, a graveyard, a Tesla factory, whatever that you have to spend units from there to go up. So I'm going to spend 1 from a graveyard.
All right, and you can kind of put it on here to keep track of how many spots you moved up on turn, because there's sometimes dreams that deal with that.
Sorry, it's far.
Boom.
To move my 1 up to the gray. Boom. I can do a Tesla factory and then a graveyard again.
To move your other disc into the blue.
Yeah. I promise I don't really need 3 movement again. I just kind of wanted to get it 2 there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to make use of that.
Yeah.
The other thing is like maybe waiting for the nightmares to come out after this next turn.
Yeah, now let's go ahead and do it. We're going to go boom to move it up to the blue.
Whoop.
And then I'll spend 1 more from a Tesla factory to move this one here.
Nice.
And then I think I'm going to stop there because after that I start really taking out my units. Okay.
All right, very nicely done.
Boop. And then also if you had 3 units in limbo, which I don't, you could also spend those to move.
Indeed, you can. So losing like conflicts is not the end of the world.
All right. All right, so we'll move here.
All right, so I have to descent since
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yep. So I'm still there.
I'm not next to it. So my descent is that I can just draw a card. I'll draw a card.
I'm sorry, Mike. Can I have spent 1 more? Can I have gone 1 more here and then gone up that one?
Absolutely.
I forgot that was a graveyard. Boop. Okay. Now, we'll go here. Bam. This is going to come over here. And then, Mikey.
Yeah.
The cathedral.
Cathedral is complete. Prepare the way for the nightmares to enter chat. All right.
Ooh.
Schwump.
Look at it.
Boom.
The maw. Terrifying.
All right. Just ever so scary. Okay, so now this is where Devoured Soul's followers are going to go.
Okay, yes.
You know how they are. Let's talk a little bit about our nightmares. So we got this one here. They're going to go to the cathedral to start. This nightmare, these are command abilities. When you get the ability to command, like do this little spooky hands, for example. This one here, when you command them, you move exactly 3 spaces. You must devour 1 unit or place 1 of your followers per area you move through or stop on. Then you have a choice, or rather, depending on what you did, something will happen. If you devoured more units than you placed, you discard 2 cards. But if you have the most devoured units at the end of the game,
You get points.
of your followers, you get 8 points.
Yeah.
So you're trading some cards for potential points later.
Right.
If you place more units than you devoured, however, you draw a card. Up to you. And that's that.
Indeed. So you
Nightmare.
move.
Da-da-da.
Move 3, and you have to either devour or place followers along the way, yeah? Okay, so now this nightmare right here, it's kind of like a group of people looking. A bunch of Jerrys. Jerry party. Okay, so when you command, you move up to 1. You move the nightmare up to 1. Then you must devour up to 3 units in the current area. If you devoured enemy followers, you get to climb up on the ritual track.
Ooh.
If you devour any shadow characters, you can build 1 level of fort, build 1 fort level for each shadow you devoured. So if you devour shadows, you get to build up your forts. If you devour enemies, you get to go on there. You can devour yourself, but you don't get anything other than maybe endgame scoring. So it's kind of like
man,
It's kind of like,
you have to kind of hurt
ooh.
yourself to help yourself.
Yes,
Or
exactly.
you help someone else to help yourself, but that helps them. I don't know.
Whoa.
All right, so we'll leave these up here, just a little reference,
Yeah.
and yeah, we'll just rock and roll. Okay, let me double check my dreams.
Rock and roll.
Okay,
Okay, and then what did I just do? So I just did a ritual. Okay, we're fine. I probably could do both of these. Okay.
I want to summon, but again, I'm not set up well because what's going to summon is Tesla factories, and I'm maxed out.
Yep.
In Tesla factories, so it's really.
And you're technically giving me one here.
I mean, and yeah, because I would produce a unit here, so I just don't think that's very smart. So
Yeah.
instead, if I got all these units, let's go ahead and fortify.
We might as
Let's
well get rid
build
of some
some
of them.
forts. So I can spend 1 or 3 followers to build 1 or 2 different fort levels in areas I control. And I'm going to do, man, I also have a dream card that makes this a little. I have a dream. A dream about. Yum 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 yum. All right, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Yes. 3 followers. I'm gonna build 2 fort levels. I'm gonna build a fort level here, a fort level here.
Okay.
Good. You can dissent, my sir.
Yeah, so I can spend 2 of my followers to build 1 fort level in an area under my control or draw a card. The problem is each of my spots only have 1, so I'd have to basically eliminate my entire self. I don't really want to do that, so I think I'm just going to draw a card. Okay.
Yeah, the level 2 cards thing are gonna get a little
We're going
silly.
to go.
Indeed.
So now we don't have to put out cathedrals anymore, so.
Indeed. So we're just on to the next thing.
Cruising.
Is built.
And then once this comes here, Mikey, that's when the timer kind of goes down,
Exactly.
right?
So the game is going to end either by devoured souls. Both these nightmares are really focused on devouring souls, so that will likely happen. But the game could also just time out if we keep going around.
4 rotations, yeah.
To 2, 3. Then as soon as it hits 4, the game is over.
Okay, I see. So 3 rotations.
So there's also that.
Okay, cool. Sweet, 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 sweet. So what do I want to do here? Okay, let's go ahead and let's go over here to movement. So I can receive 4 movement points, so I can move around. Let's go 1. I can't actually move any of the rest ones, so I guess I mostly just want to have some conflicts going here. So, ooh, except for, you know what? Ooh, this is going to be tough because I realize we have level 2 conflicts now, which are probably going to be worse.
They might be.
So then I'm just going to move that one there then.
Sure.
And then I can eliminate 1 unit. So my maneuver is upgraded. So this is slightly different. So I can eliminate 1 unit in any area with my followers. I'm just going to go ahead and do this one. Get this one eliminate. Now it's not devour, unfortunately, or else I'd be like, bah!
Yeah.
But so eliminate that one. Then perform a conversion in my shaper's area. So I'll convert, go boom.
Hey, new friend.
My friends. And then I resolve 3 conflicts. So let's go ahead and do this one first.
Okay.
So I can play 2 cards because I have 1 unit and a fort.
Indeed.
And I'm assuming these are going to be worse. So
I'm gonna tell you this.
what?
Off this first one, they are not worse. Not.
Oh, they're not worse? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, we'll just do this then.
Okay, so you're throwing down 2. They have 1, so they'll do 1 damage, which looks like you'll protect with your
I'll
shields.
protect, and I did 2 hits.
So they gone.
Boom.
Okay.
Victory!
So, Nick, your victory is that you may command a nightmare and draw 1 card.
Draw a card.
So I think in the second half, it's more that you're going to be doing different types of
like
things
stronger.
if you win fights.
Dude, I've drawn so many maneuver upgrades.
Oh man, that means I'm probably not going to get one
I'm
of
not
those.
gonna lie, Mike. I got 2 more in my hand, and they're not the ones I had earlier.
Oh man, so that's
Okay.
it.
So I
for
can
me.
command a nightmare. So that one's where I can move it around a bunch. Oh, you know what? Oh, see, this is so interesting. Because what I could do is have this one go like, douche, and it eats 3 people. And I get to move up the ritual track 3 times. But that's throwing 3 of your people in here,
Interesting.
which is a lot. But
Yeah.
I could do that. Just be like,
You could go here and you would
Do 2 and
eat
1.
2 and then 1 of yours, or 2 of mine and a shadow. I mean,
oh, you know what? Let's do that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go, douche, because then it's not 3 of yours.
sure.
Okay, so I'm going to devour 3.
Oh God!
Oh, God, no! And then devour one shadow. So if I devoured any enemy followers, climb one step. Oh, you know what it is? So it's not per person. It's just if I devoured any enemy. Okay, so that's because I definitely don't want to do this. That I can climb up one step.
So that's probably a pretty perfect.
That's kind of perfect.
Devour situation.
Would be perfect if there's like 1 and 1 anywhere. That would have been like ideal. But okay, and then I devoured any shadows. I build one fort level for each shadow. So that's a situation where I would build a fort level for each shadow.
Snap.
But let's go ahead and build another fort level here, just in case you. Excuse me.
Start getting a little cheeky.
Cheeky, yeah, just get a little shadow up.
Interesting. Interesting, man.
So 2 right there, boom. So now there's 2 in here though, 3, and we need 11 devours, and then that's when the game ends. We're already at 3, so we're already a quarter of the way there. This one, that's why the whole thing is like this. These ones devour a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was 1 conflict. We have 2 more, Mikey.
Yes, we do.
So, oh man, I'm pretty outnumbered everywhere. And I just took out the one where I was gonna have to make you do a conflict, so I'm gonna have to fight stuff right now. That was probably a bad idea, but okay, I guess I'll do this
totally
one
right,
first.
All right.
Ooh,
Going against the shadow, are you?
Oh yeah.
All right.
And so I can only play 1 Kurd. Yeah, let's just do this one.
All right.
Okay. Boom, got 1 and 1.
1 and 1. They have 2 shields.
Well, they didn't hit me though.
They didn't hit you.
But they have control.
They have control.
Darn. Okay.
So you're going to have to retreat back to here and add 1 shadow to each area adjacent to the cathedral is the payment.
Oh wow. So boom, boom, boom,
boom.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay. Well then, ooh, see, this is such an easy win for you. I don't think I want to do that.
I'll take it, Nick. I'll take it. Go
Now
ahead.
let's go ahead and do a conflict here.
So you have a fort there, so you're very likely you will win almost assuredly the combat.
If I mean. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I guess they can't win because I automatically.
I mean, I guess maybe they could do 4 hits, and if you don't do anything, I don't know. But they do have 3 units.
Okay, I'm gonna do 2 cards.
Okay.
Well, I'll do 3 cards.
Okay, because you have 2 units and then your fort.
Yep.
All right. They're doing 1 defense, 3 attack.
So I did 4 attack, 1 defense.
So that will wipe out all of their people, and they are going to do 3, so 2 to you, but your fort remains. So that's actually going to limbo there.
Limbo.
All right, so you have 1, Nick. You can draw a card and command a nightmare.
Ooh. So this basic combat will come back here. Ooh, command, take a nightmare, huh? I kind of don't. Okay, so explain this one again. I think I'm going to use that one because this one devours so many.
You're going to move through 3 spaces.
Yes.
At each space, you either need to devour a unit.
Or place a follower.
Or place a follower. If you devour more than you place, you lose 2 cards. If you place more followers than you devour, you draw a card.
So you either have to devour or place,
You must
right?
either devour or place one of your followers.
Okay.
So depending on where you go,
Let's go. We're going to go.
move exactly 3 spaces.
Doosh, 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 and we're going to place.
Placing all the way. Okay.
Bam, bam, bam. Just get some more people out. I just lost some people off the board, so let's.
You'll draw a card.
And then I'll draw a card because I did more. And I also mostly just kind of want to draw a card. Okay.
Interesting.
Whew. Okay, so that was, now Mikey, that was the end of my maneuver action. That was all my maneuver action. That was 3 conflicts. I will say that I'm going to play this one though. Initiate at least 2 battles in 1 turn. I did do that.
Nice, yep.
And then you can either conform or you can dissent.
Okay, for maneuver, so I can place produce a total of 2 in areas under my control. I think I'm going to do that, man. I'm going to do that. I will produce here and produce here. Yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie. And then this will go, and that'll move down
right.
one.
Whoop.
I'll go, wah.
Alrighty, so I can either do ritual stuff or develop. Let's see. I think I'm going to do develop. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to play a couple cards. I'm going to upgrade my fortify action to make it a little cheaper. Now I can spend 0 or 2 followers to build 1 or 2 forts.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play this ploy, produce 1 in my fortress. So I'll produce a follower. And then I can move any of my followers from your fortress to any of your forts. And then I get to draw a card. So I'll draw a card right now. And I will clear out my little area. I'll put one here, one here.
Okay, nice.
Like so. Get built up a little bit. Get a little cheeky little build up. Okay, so I play my 2 cards, and then I can draw a card to end that. Double checking this. So I'm wondering, I've held on these dream cards for a while,
Yeah,
and I just don't know.
It does say just like ditch them. Like if you can't do it in a couple turns, get rid of them.
So you can conform or dissent.
Yeah, so I can either play a card or draw a card. Nah, I'm just gonna draw a card. Perfect. Everything's fine. I wish I had this. I would have played this card. Okay.
All right.
Got it?
That's it. Give it right to his.
I'm going to summon. I need some people on the bird here. Okay, so my summon, each of my forts produce 2, so we're gonna go boom. 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 Full out. And each marked area gets 1, so we're gonna get 1 here. Any other moon spaces? I'm gonna
that
get.
one's full up of shadows already.
I'm gonna get 1
You don't
here.
control that area.
So
it's
it's only
shadow.
areas you control.
Yep.
What
so
does
shadows
each
are
marked
here.
area? Oh, sorry. So then, cool.
Boom.
Okie dokie. And then that's it. I will play this right here. It says summon at least 7 followers in a single turn. I did 8, so we're
Jeez.
good. Actually, I did more than that. I did 9, but nonetheless, I was counting.
I am.
Okay.
All right.
And then, Mike, you can dissent from summon.
I can sense I'm gonna climb up 1 gray space on the ritual track.
Nice. Oh, that's nice. You are up. Boom.
I am going to, I think, fortify.
Fortify.
Boom. My upgraded fortify, now I can spend 0 or 2 followers to build 1 or 2 fort levels. So I will spend 2 followers here and here and build 2 fort levels. And I will build here. Just lot together in a cool way, but I never guess right on the first go. All right.
I know, right?
It's very satisfying when it goes here. It's like, yes.
There it is.
Bam.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Okay, so that is that. That will give me 2 or more level 2 forts, so I will complete that dream.
Oh, nice.
And that's it for me. You make descent.
Okay, so I can spend 2 followers to build 1 fort in an area you're in control. Now, can I spend those followers from anywhere and then build that fort anywhere, or do they have to be in that area?
Say one more time.
So it says I can spend 2 of my followers to build 1 fort level in an area under your control. But can I do like boom and boom and then build somewhere else? Okay, I am gonna go boom, and I guess boom. I don't think I'm gonna take that area from you. And I'm gonna build a level 3 here.
Oh.
3 forts, because your level of forts are worth points at the end of the game. So it does benefit you to
you want to get them
have-
built up if you can.
And then I am going to play this dream. At the end of any player's turn, have 2 or more followers in at least 4 areas. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom.
Nice. Nice. Alrighty. Well done. I'm going to pick up a new dream card since I got rid of one. And you know what? I'm going to get rid of this because I just keep not getting there. So
Right.
I'm going to get 2. I'm going to go 1 from here and immediately refill. See what I get. See what I get. All right. New dreams for me.
Okie dokie. All right. So I'm going to come over here to play some cards. We're going to develop. I can play up to 2 cards. I'm going to play a level 2 perform ritual. So this one also, some level 2s have points on them. So it's be worth a point at the end of the game. But now I get to do some cool stuff with that. And then I'm going to play... Yeah, I'm going to play this one right here, so I can devour 1 unit to command a nightmare. Let's just devour this unit into the maw, command a nightmare, and we're going to go...
Oh, man.
Now, again, this nightmare, I get stuff if I devour your stuff, get stuff if I devour a shadow units, but nothing if I devour myself, but I still control because the fort... We'll see. I don't know if that was a good idea, but we did it anyway.
I mean, you know, you get 8 points if you have the most.
That's the thing,
followers.
right?
Okay, and we're also at 7 followers.
That's also
If we get
the
to
thing.
11, the game's over. Oh,
We finish out that round, right?
yeah.
Yep.
Oh no.
So it's kind of like, I don't know.
Oh lordy. And that was not as cool as I wanted it to be.
Thank you for your sacrifice, followers. I appreciate you.
You've shown great loyalty this day.
Loyalty to the cause.
Okay. I have to dissent.
Yes,
You need
because
to
I was
develop?
here, yeah. So I can get a new thing.
So I'm gonna draw 2 cards, which is good timing, actually. Oops, that's 3.
I think I was going to draw one off the top of the head. Wow.
Okay. Let me see how I've
you
lined this
doing,
up.
man?
See how I've lined this up. Bring it around town. Got some options, man. I've got some options. I can either develop or I can do ritual, and I'm into both, but I don't really have control. I'm once again kind of unit poor.
Right?
Which is a little tricksy hobbits for me. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and do a develop action.
Okay.
So in develop, I'm going to play 2 cards.
What you doing, man?
Gosh, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to play this card, this ploy card right here. I can devour 1 unit to command 1 nightmare. I will devour myself. Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you for contributions.
And I'm going to command the nightmare yonder.
Okay, where are you yondering?
Gee whiz.
You have to move 3. I mean, if you devoured 3 right now, that would be the end.
I know.
Isn't that wild?
Yes,
Ooh.
I don't know if I want to do that because if I could, well, the thing about it is I can go like 1, 2, 3 and devour my people.
And usurp a bit.
Interesting.
It'd leave me with 5 points, but it'd give you 3 points.
Interesting. I just don't know if I have enough. So I think I'm going to devour, no, yes, wait.
No, yes, wait. You must wait.
Okay, I'm going to place.
Okay, dropping a follower. Dropping a follower.
Dropping. Yeah. I'll come here and I'll devour.
Devour, yeah. So you'll still get to.
I do have to discard 2 cards because I placed more than I devoured.
I thought it was the other way around. You draw a card if you place more than you
I'm
devour.
sorry. Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Ooh, this is toof stoof right here. Yeah, this is some toof.
So I can play
toof
1 more
and stoof.
card.
Toof and stoof.
Oh, there's so many decisions to make, folks.
Too many decisions to make, people.
All right, man, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play this ploy card right here. Remove up to 2 of your followers from limbo. I only have 1 in limbo though.
Sir, you need.
Yeah. That's interesting, but I think I might be okay with it. I could also do this. No, let's do this. Sorry. JK, receive 2 movement points and perform a conversion in the Shaper's area, then resolve a conflict.
Okay. So your shaper's here.
I'll move my Shaper here for 1, and I'll move in for 2. I'll convert you to me, and then do a conflict right here.
Okay.
Against the shadow. Don't follow the lights, girl. Okay, so I can play 3 cards.
We can.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, we're doing these. I'm playing 3. Playing 3, man.
Okay.
Ready?
Blam.
I am doing
2 units? Okay, there's
3 damage, 3.
2 attacks, just straight up.
2 attacks straight up, so I'll stuff both of those.
And kill.
And kill.
Ooh. Boom. All right. And these just go away still, right? They don't get devoured?
Correct. Okay. Yeah, we're fighting. We out here fighting. All right. Interesting. So I have 1. What is my victory?
Your victory is devour 1 follower to build 1 fort level in the conflicted area. Ooh. Hashtag worth it. No?
Chomp.
Yeah, mega chomp.
Chomp. Okay, I also, Nick, I won a battle during my turn without taking a maneuver action. Boom.
Oh, cool.
Done that, Dream.
Question about this. Can
Yes.
this go over the devour limit, or does it
I
stop?
think it can.
Okay.
I think that just triggers the end game.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I guess once we get to that, eat as many people
Buffet
as
style,
possible,
yeah,
man.
eat as many people as
We
humanly
had the
possible.
Golden Corral to shoveling, potatoes, tater tots. The same.
Taters.
Okay. Oh man.
Okay.
Righteous. Develop. I ultimately get to draw a card. That was a bit of a to do there. So pardon me.
No, it's okay. Man, this is going to be too.
Do you want to conform or dissent? By the way.
Oh, that's right. I can play a card or draw a card. Was there anything here that I really felt the need to do? Not really. Okay, I'm just gonna draw a card then, because there's nothing in here that feels.
I'm gonna have to pick up a dream, so I'm just gonna shop for that while you do you.
So my performance ritual says produce 2, climb on the ritual track. So where do I produce?
Yeah, I think that's it.
But where do I produce?
I think anywhere.
Anywhere?
I think it doesn't specify.
I can just drop them, airdrop them in somewhere.
I think so, but it doesn't specify areas you control.
Ritual
We're
set.
going there.
Producing 2.
Because I think, yeah, the whole point is like, ideally you produce in areas you need to spend.
Yeah, exactly,
So, yeah,
exactly. So I'm gonna go.
like I produce in 1 because it's a level 1 upgrade.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Okay, and then I can climb on the ritual track. So I climb 1 step before or after I finish spending followers, and then I spend followers in limbo. So I'm going to go. Do I have any in Tesla factories? I do. Okay, so I'm going to have this one just go boom, and then I can spend followers. So I'm going to spend 1 follower here to bump up here, 1 follower from the moon to bump up here. 1 follower from the moon, and a graveyard, sorry, and the graveyard to bump up here. So I can build a fort or devour. I think, that was, hold on. That was a mistake.
Decisions.
What I was gonna do, I'm not gonna lie, I had 3 people here, I was gonna go douche and go whoosh, just eat them all, but I realized I needed that
You
to
moving
pay.
this nightmare here messed up my day because I was gonna go womp over there, and now because they only move 1 space, right?
Yeah, they only move 1. And so,
slow and hungry.
so I'm in kind of this weird spot where I'm like, what do I want to do? Because I want to come here
Yep.
and then eat this, but you were first, so
This will be the end of the
this will be the end of the game, but we'll be tied here. What do we do when we're tied?
Oh my gosh! I think we probably do the top 2 and divide. If I missed it, I will check on that while
Okay,
you do
yeah.
this because I think
Because I'm just like, okay, I'm still gonna do that. I'm gonna go boom, because either way, I think it's gonna be good. Because right now
Yeah.
you're beating me, and I feel like if I don't end the game now, you're gonna be able to put more people in here. And I'm not gonna be able to do this. So I'm gonna go boom, devour,
man. Oh, I wanted to do so much
and
more.
then I'm gonna spend a tree to go here to get up to there, and then I'm gonna spend this one here, boop, to go up to there. I have 2 Teslas.
You
Ooh,
get there, you get 5 points.
boom, 2 Teslas, boom. I
Nice.
wish I had 2 of those. I don't. I only got
You've
1.
done your free bump already.
Yes, I did my free bump already. Okay, so that's all of those.
Free bump.
Oof. Okay, so that was a lot of followers, but we got up there. That's pretty good. Okay, so now you can dissent, sir.
I can dissent, which will allow me to draw a card.
Heyo.
All right, but I think that's going to be it, my friend.
I
because
think
we
so.
make sure once the maw has been filled, it's sated. We go to equal turns. But you were second
first,
player, so
yep.
we have equal turns.
Wait, it is
Did I get this
Nope,
done
nope.
in no?
close to be able to get one of these done, but didn't
All
happen.
right. Well, it's time to go to endgame scoring, man, which
Let's
is
go.
pretty simple. All right. So let me just pull this up to make sure we get all the parts correct. All right, man. So now is time to officially tally up. I'm going to call it now that I'm going to lose pretty bad, but we'll see.
I
We'll
feel good.
see. Nick did very good.
I got more points here than you.
I got 0 here. You've got I think
5
6
or 6, I guess.
so-
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We're starting off with the ritual track. We'll see like where your markers are. The highest this chalice is the victory point symbol. The highest thing you reach for each marker will give you points. So 5 and 1 is 6.
6.
So we'll do Nick and Mike. So 6 there. I did not get anything from the ritual track. I
Yeah.
had all these
All
I
these
hung
plans.
onto a dream card too long to go
Yeah.
like 4 spaces up, and I just never felt comfortable
Gotta
getting
go
rid of
for
those
it,
followers.
yeah.
I should have just gone for it. I was
Yeah.
a little too timid there, but that's what we do. Now your forts. So if you have a level 1 fort, it does nothing for you, but level 2 forts are worth a point. level 3 forts are worth 2 points. I have 2 level 2s. I'll get 2 points.
I have 1 level 3, which is also worth 2 points.
Okay. I also, on my last turn, was going to do a bunch of fort stuff, but never got that last turn.
Yeah, that's all I was like, I got to end this now.
Now devoured units, Nick. We're going to look at who did the most. Again, we tied, so we're going to take the 8 and the 5 point, the two top. We're going to add those together and divide them. So 13 divided by 2 is going to be 6.5, which would be 6 points apiece. So that's effectively a wash.
Yep. Couple washes
And
here.
then,
So dream cards?
do you have any upgrades that give you points?
I do. I have one. I have one upgrade that gives me a point.
1 upgrade for points, and then I do believe we have all of our dream cards. So which dream cards did you accomplish and for how many points?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9 points for dream cards.
Seems like all right.
All right, unless I had like 18 somehow. I got 2, 3 total, 6, 8, 11. So I did beat you on upgrades.
That's good.
Or rather on dream cards. So my score is going to be a rip-roaring 19.
Okay.
All right. The example gave like 33, so I'm not to the example score in the book. Doesn't make me feel very good about it.
Neither am I, to be fair.
Got 10, 18, 24 points to Nick, 19 to me.
Ooh.
Nick is the nightmarish one of the bunch.
The nightmare. This is my cathedral.
All those years of night terrors were finally worth it.
Yeah,
You've
dude.
been prepared for this game.
Worth it.
Every time you wake up screaming, talking about a hellmouth. This is why.
Yeah, yeah.
Very well done, man. GG.
GG's indeed.
I kept doing, I'm just going to shift over here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be ready over there. Hang on to this dream card. And they say in the book, if you don't think you're doing a dream, ditch it.
Go work.
And
Get
I
outta
didn't
here.
ditch enough.
Yeah,
I
you just
did
gotta get
do
outta
well
here.
on getting dreams done, but I could have done better.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to snipe this. I was like, we
Yeah,
got to make
that
sure I
was
do
so
this, and I can push up there. I was like, okay, I can get a couple things done here.
That
But
would
yeah,
have been a 6-point swing. That would have been very different.
yeah, big deal.
And I had that moment where I was like, you know what? I could like end the game, and I didn't.
You didn't?
Probably should have.
You probably should have. Yeah.
I shall have a nightmare about this later. So that was
The Nightmare Cathedral.
Ooh, you were the most nightmarish of them all, my
I
friend.
was a little bit. But it's cool. The game, I like the two halves of the game is super interesting.
So preparing the way for the nightmares to enter the fray.
And the fact of like what nightmares you have kind of changes how the game, not how the game plays, but it kind of gives you a different
geared
feel.
to focus on different elements of the game.
Which I think is super cool and interesting. But yeah, that is the Nightmare Cathedral. This game is going to be out on GameFound very, very soon, or maybe right now, depending on when you're
Check it
watching this.
out. Follow
so
link.
check it out in the description below. It'll be down there.
Boom. And big shouts out. Thank you again to Board and Dice for sponsoring this playthrough. We really appreciate that. We're big fans of Board and Dice. Have been for a long time.
Yeah, indeed.
And this one, I think, is just terrifying.
It's wild.
Check it out if you're into scary stuff.
Really, though. So until next time, my name is Nick.
I'm Mike.
We're the Brothers Murph, and that was the Nightmare Cathedral here at the Game House.
Sleep well tonight. Thanks for enjoying another episode. I hope you enjoyed, rather. I mean,
Hopefully.
as a nightmare.
If you're still here, you probably did.
The point is, we love doing videos for y'all, but you know what we love more?
What, Mike?
Our Season 5 sponsors, Lucky Duck Games, Restoration Games, and Board Game Geek.
Indeed. Thank you so much for sponsoring the Brothers Murph for the Season 5. And thank you, Ambie and Toby, for sponsoring this month of March 2020. They sponsored us for
You
a
said
month.
2020.
Does it 2020?
That's what it feels like.
I meant
these days.
2022, but nonetheless, that's what it feels
I
like,
mean,
right?
if we're in anything, it's 2020.
A bright light has been Ambie and Toby in 2020,
they're
because
beautiful.
they're so wonderful, and they made their own website to play 18xx games. They're huge, big fans of 18xx.
Indeed.
18xx.games. You'll find a link for it down in the description below. Check it out if you want to check out 18xx games.
You can play games online, async. You can play
Hot
real-time,
seat.
hot seat.
Yeah.
You can play various different 18xx games right there in your browser.
Super, super cool. So check that down in the description below. Thank you so much, Ambie and Toby. Thank you to our Season 5 sponsors. Thanks for Board and Dice sponsoring this video. Check out other videos over there. We love y'all. Get out of here.
Subscribe, Patreon, go.